DC, and I'm playing Slashem. We are playing with George the Mortician once again. He is a... what level is he? Experience level 7, dungeon level 4. You might be wondering why on episode 3 we're on dungeon level 4, and the answer is, if you didn't catch my last 2 episodes for George, we did the Gnomish Mines. I'm just now getting to the point where I feel like maybe George is going to have a story. I mean, you don't know. George almost died 3 times coming back up from the mines. And then he wouldn't have had a story to tell. His would be the same story that many adventure stories would be. They went to the mines for a minute. They died quickly and stupidly. And that's it. But there's 3 kinds of Slashem games. The most prevalent Slashem game, ambitious character gets too deep in the dungeon and dies. Those are my favorite. I mean, for me, playing Slashem is about seeing how far you can get. Well, this is interesting. We got a dungeon level, let's see, we got a way down right here. I feel like we're missing parts of this dungeon. There must be another hidden door around here somewhere. Not that I really care to explore this whole thing. I haven't seen that in the messages up above that there's any shops on the level. Here we go. Little hidden room right here. Hidden hallway. So the ones where the player or his character, depending on how you look at it, goes too far and dies. Then you have the escapes the dungeon games, where you decide, you know what, I'm probably not going to get the Amulet of Yendor anyway, and I want to get my name up there on the high score table on my computer or on whatever server you're playing on. You say, I'll probably have a... ooh, monkey. Don't steal my stuff, monkey. Don't do it. Okay. Ooh, I think I can eat the monkey corpse. I don't think I can eat... And I've done that one. I almost hate to admit that. Oh, good. I got to drain both the corpses. But I played this game with my wife. She's got a YouTube channel too, but she doesn't play this game. She's Nymeria. I think her channel is called Nimcraft. She does Minecraft videos, Binding of Isaac videos, and Cobbled Lord, huh? Wielding 2 blessed crude spears. Let's drink the Cobbled Lord's blood. Sims playthroughs. I don't think I want those spears. Anyway, we play this sort of competitively against each other, and she'll get a high score up there, and I want to knock that score down a little bit. And sometimes it's just easier to get all the goodies you can get and go back to dungeon level 1 and leave. And there's something kind of disappointing about doing that, as far as you think, well, you know, I might have been able to make it farther or do better or whatever, but I got to admit that I'm going to kick this door down. There is something kind of comforting about having a few Slashem characters who actually survive this game. I mean, I'm happy for them when they leave the dungeon. Giant beetle corpse. Now, I would think I could drink the blood of the giant beetle, but I'm not sure. If it's poisoned, then I'm going to lose strength, and I've already lost, looks like 3 points of strength to the ants that were stinging me and poisoning me. So until I find a unicorn horn and get some strength back, I'm going to hold off on trying to eat a beetle. That, by the way, is a quivering blob, perhaps? Yeah, a quivering blob. I think that it will eat items off the floor, but I'm not certain about that. There are too many things about this game to memorize. I've been trying for a long time. Oh, armor shop. Oh, there's got to be a pair of speed boots in there. I've got 545 gold. Surely I can find the speed boots. Let's drop this pickaxe so I can get into the shop. Alright, blessed hard shoes. I did some research on this in between episodes, and apparently speed boots are always going to be leather shoes, but I'm going to pick these up and see what they cost. 48. Oh, that's a small C. There we go. Hard shoes. I'm going to go ahead and check them. 28 Zork mids. No. Mud boots. 40 Zork mids. No way. Riding boots. Now these could be 88 Zork mids. So they are enchanted. Let's hold on to those. We'll try them out. Hiking boots. 66 Zork mids. Maybe enchanted. Cursed jungle boots. I'm not putting those on. These could also be, if I find gloves that were gauntlets of power, that would be huge. Those are cursed gloves. I don't want to touch those. These are blessed walking shoes for 10 Zork mids. There's no way those are enchanted. Black gloves for 10 Zork mids. Not likely to be enchanted. Steel boots. Nymeria was telling me there's no way that steel boots could ever be speed boots. I'm gonna say that's probably true. Leave them there. It wouldn't hurt to put on leather armor. What do I have on for armor right now? That Elven Mithril coat, which is awesome. I'd like to go to leather so I could spellcast, but I'm still not really casting spells anyway. What's this? A leather cloak. Ooh, for 53 Zork mids. That's definitely enchanted. We'll try that on. Cursed padded gloves. Studded leather armor. Here's some riding boots for 66 Zork mids and snow boots for 10 Zork mids. Not going to be helpful probably. Alright, let's try on some of these. Get rid of the hard shoes I'm wearing. And let's put on the most expensive pair, the riding boots. Alright, well, they gave some AC, but does it say how much AC? Yeah, +0 riding boots. Interesting. Let's take those off and put on the hiking boots. Is that L or I? I can't see it from here. I? No. Let's use the mouse. Uh-oh, I found them. You feel yourself speed up a bit more. I am at maximum speed now. Oh, that's awesome. Speed is so good to have. Let's get rid of, I want to try on that cloak. Let's get rid of all the other boots. And you know, the mummy wrapping, I'm going to hold on to it for a minute. And I'll take whatever you'll pay me for those. Let's take off the cloak that I have on, which is a +0 hooded cloak. And let's try on this expensive leather cloak. Oh, see what that does to my AC. It did give me 1 point of AC. I'm going to say, though, I wouldn't be surprised if it was enchanted. It could have, I think it could have magic resistance on it, which would be great. I think I could just drop the cloak I'm wearing. There's no reason to hold on to it. He'll pay me 25 for that. Okay, cool. I got speed boots. Oh, I didn't try on the gauntlets. How come? Why didn't I pick up any gauntlets? Were they all cursed? Cursed padded gloves. Pair of black gloves. I know that they're not enchanted because they're cheap, but oh, those are cursed. Let's put those back. Okay. I wonder if that's a bag or a mimic. I'm going to try on the gloves because I know they're not cursed. See if they drop my AC at all. Yeah, they did. And it's nice to have gloves. Just so you can handle cockatrice corpses and whatever else. Are we done with all this? Okay. Fantastic. Did I pay for everything? No itemized billing. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, our prospects just got a lot better. Drain some blood from him. I don't have to continue to get enough blood to keep me alive. I can't. All I'm really worried about... Oh, yeah, so there you go. Speaking of blood and being hungry. What is this? Giant ant. Not cool. Come on. I got the speed now. Yeah. Uh-oh. Leprechaun. Not excited to see him. Let's drop our gold over here and go after this leprechaun. If you have gold in your inventory, he can hit you and teleport. There we go. Take that, dude. I'm gonna suck his blood. And take his gold. So I said there were 3 types of Slashem games. Of course, the third type is where you actually get the amulet. And proceed from there. There is something engraved on the headstone. You read 1994 to 1995, the longest lived hacker ever. Well, no doubt. Well, I'm going to dig up this grave. Sorry, I don't know how to use that. Oh, my pickaxe has changed to a +A. Here we go. Alright, I dug up the grave and released a mummy. No, no mummy. But was there anything in the... Yeah, there was. There's a cursed potion, cursed scroll of light, and a cursed slime mold in the grave. And a mummy wrapping. I didn't take any of that stuff. Oops, booby trap door. So, speaking of George's story, if he lives long enough, we're going to develop a story for him. I got thinking about what makes Slashem so much fun to play, or Nethack. The roguelikes, you know. There's a staircase down. And that is, the game doesn't tell you a story. You know, the game is just there, and your story, it comes from every game being completely different, each character's progress being quite a bit different as a result of that. Do I want to attack the sheep? Yeah, I mean, I've chaotic alignment. It shouldn't hurt my alignment at all, right? To kill a peaceful monster? Let's do it. Let's get some blood out of it. There we go. Alright, time to go down, I believe. So yeah, your characters, I mean, by the time they've been through a few levels, like George here, he's been through one branch and he's going down another one. He's starting to develop a story. Not a lucky story. The story of a guy who couldn't find a broad pick among all the dwarves in the dungeon. A guy who couldn't find a co-aligned altar down in the gnomish mines. A guy who couldn't handle the bottom of the gnomish mines and had to flee blind from all the insects down there, nearly die, and get robbed blind by an invisible nymph, and then nearly die to the insects again. This guy really hates insects. Another locked box. There we go. Empty locked box. What are you protecting with that lock? Who's got the key? I want to know. And now we are weak. I am going to wait until we are fainting to pray for help, honestly. Here's a spell book. Let's read the spell book. Oh, you add the spell Flame Sphere to your repertoire. So I've still got Summon Undead, Command Undead, Drain Life, Knock, and now Flame Spear, which is a Matter spell. And I should be able to cast Matter spells. Now my fail is listed at 100% fail, meaning there's no way I'm going to be able to cast it. The reason for that is that I'm wearing this, all this metal armor. I'm wearing, hey, they identify as speed boots. I'm wearing leather gloves and a leather cloak, very good. The hard hat and the mithril coat are metal, and so they're having a really bad effect on my spellcasting abilities. Like I said, we'll replace them. I'm just going to get to the fainting stage here in kind of a safe open room where if I pass out, it should be okay. Oh. Now it's time to pray. Gothlube, it is me again. Please feed me. Yes. It says, you are surrounded by a shimmering light. The ghoul starts to attack you but pulls back. You finish your prayer. You feel that Gothlube is pleased. Your stomach feels content. Thank you so much, Gothlube. I needed that. I'm going to do everything I can to feed myself, but I'm going to need your help, oh Gothlube. Until I can find that all-important Ring of Slow digestion. Well, there's a couple other things that could go right. I mean, the Ring of Slow Digestion, probably the most important thing I could find as a vampire. But it wouldn't hurt to get into... Uh-oh, dang, killer bee, really? I really need a unicorn to get my strength up. Oh, man, here they come. All of them. One more attack. Okay, killed him. Cool. Maybe I can get... I don't like being attacked on 3 sides at once. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm handling insects now. Still nervous about drinking their blood. I really don't want to get poisoned, so I'm going to leave the poisonous insect blood alone for now. That'll be something I can wiki, you know, after this episode or something. I didn't think about wikiing it before, and I should know. I've played this game enough. But not necessarily so much as a vampire that I really feel comfortable. I've had some really bad experiences with what I eat. What's the map key? I don't know what the map key is, but here's our stairway down. Let's go over here. Whoop. Over here. There you go. Alright. I'm almost ready to go down. Let's go ahead and check out this hallway first. George with the speed boots. What is that thing? That's a gargoyle, right? Let's look. Peaceful closet. Oh, okay. Alright, peaceful closet. I mean, if your blood was good to drink, I probably would... Ah, another booby trap door. It says, wham, kaboom, the door was booby trapped. 8 points of damage, you stagger. And of course you see stun in the bottom left. Alright, so, okay, 2 booby trap doors. Pretty nondescript level all the way around. Except we got another spell book. Vampire Bat. Well, I'm already a vampire, so no worries. The number one thing I'm scared to get, status-wise, would be, and I'm not drinking that blood because I'm pretty sure that that's like, I think it'll say you feel like an evil rogue or something like that. I don't know if it's, I don't know if it's bad for your alignment. I think it's possible that it's bad for your alignment. Even as a chaotic monster, it's still cannibalism, maybe. So I'm going to not drink his blood. Alright, Magenta Spellbook. You add the spell Detect Treasure to your repertoire. That is a divination spell. Not likely to be able to cast that one. See, the category of spells that I've got, the Summon and Command Undead and the Drain Life spells are all attack spells. I started with those, so I start with the ability to cast attack spells. And I started with Knock, which is a Matter spell, so I can cast Matter spells. As far as casting a divination spell like Detect Treasure, I think I'd have to practice that. Maybe when we get leather armor, we'll practice some spell casting. Alright, George. Down we go. Dungeon level 7. So already we've gotten to that point where you're on the same barking spider, where you're on the same experience level as the level you're standing on. And I'm really hating the number of insects that we're encountering. Armor, a shuriken in that room. And I always feel like, you know, after the point where you start getting down in dungeon levels below your level, especially in the early stages of the game, it's kind of scary because you know that it's going to start sending some monsters after you that you're not necessarily prepared for. Got a scroll, I don't know what is. And a nondescript room. No secret passageway that I can tell. So, okay. Where are the secret doors then? Oh, what did I just went a little too fast there. Giant bat. Not too worried about a giant bat. Here we go. Now we're finding our way down. So, candidates for a staircase down, anybody? I may just dig for it. I don't want to spend too much time on any given level because of the hunger effects. Oops. Every time I hit shift, it hits me with the pickaxe. There we go. And down again. We'll fly down the hole. Aha, a Yeti. You know what I see? That's a dangerous monster, but boy, is he full of blood. I don't want to get grabbed. I'm going to try this, see what our damage is like. You hit it, you bite the Yeti seems weaker. I took one of his levels is what happened there. The Yeti claws you, the Yeti bites. Yeah, that went well. Yeah, there's a lot of blood right there. I'm just going to step down the staircase just to see where it goes real quick and then get right back up. I do want to find the up staircase on this level so I know where the down staircase is on the level above. Just because we did that digging and yeah, here we go. So the up staircase was all the way over here and I see a hobbit. Yeah, I had your number. Hobbit. Door is locked. Kick it down. And what do we got? There's something under the towel. Little cave spider, no worries. I think I can drink cave spider blood, but I'm not sure. And the door, right there. So, back to dungeon level 8. Where are we going to go? How far are we going to make it? I hope we make it a long ways. This vampire has potential. The speed boots give him a lot of potential. Speed, really important. What other important things are there? Magic resistance, which we might be getting from our leather cloak. Probably not that lucky. Magic resistance cloak probably costs more than what we paid for it. Reflection. Need to get an amulet of reflection. That would be awesome. So digestion. Oh, what was that? It says you see a large box, a trapdoor in the ceiling opens and a rock falls on your head. Fortunately, you are wearing a helmet. Fortunately indeed. I wish I could. I'm not gonna mess with that box. There's too much going on right there. I did pass over a spot where it said there was something written in the floor right here. It says, you read, they say that fountains look nothing like a regularly erupting geyser. Okay, good to know. I'd classify that as a rumor. Yeah, first time I ever cheated in a game. I was playing Nethack on my 8286 computer with the ASCII graphics. Loving every minute of it. It was my favorite game. That game came as a revelation to me. And I had Norton Security... What was it called? Norton Utilities. That's right. Back before Norton was into antivirusware. And I opened up the exe to my Nethack game and read all of the fortune cookie fortunes to get all the advice, you know, and all the oracle statements, because you could pay the oracle for advice, you know. I think the oracle costs... I just heard a water falling on coins. Excuse me. Gas spore. There's cursed mud boots. Pair of walking shoes. Walking shoes could potentially have some other attribute we want to switch out for. Like, let's say they were water walking boots or something cool like that. So I'm going to hold on to them. Maybe we'll get them identified. So yeah, the Oracle charged like 500 sword hits. Welcome to experience level 8 on dungeon level 9. Baby gray dragon corpse. I know I can drink his blood, and he's a big guy. Yeah, cool. Let's pick up that gold. I think all the dragons carry a little bit of gold around with them. That was just a baby. Poor thing. Broadsword. We haven't had good luck carrying swords around. I'm going to kill this lamb. Blood is important. And we just drank the blood of the lamb. I don't mean that in a... Oh, there's a pit here. I don't mean that in a sacrilegious way, but it is what just happened. Aha! So, speaking of the Oracle, this is the Oracle level. I'm not interested in the armor. I'm fine with my Elven Mithril coat. So, there is the Oracle of Delphi, of whom we were just speaking. I could pay for some advice. There might be some other mechanics in Slashem. I don't know, because I always just avoid the Oracle. I accidentally attacked the Oracle one time, and that didn't go well. And these statues, I understand, have a possibility of having something in them, it seems. Is it bad luck to break the statues? I don't know, but I think there could be spell books in them. So let's try... Yeah, spell book. Cool. Alright, let's read that one, see what it says. You add the spell Insulate to your repertoire. It's a protection spell. Not likely to be casting it, but... And there's a rainbow spellbook there. I'm glad the Oracle doesn't mind if we break the statues here. You add the spell Wizard Lock to your repertoire. Now that's a magic, or a matter spell. So we have some hope of being able to cast it. Nothing there. Nothing. Aha, stapled spellbook. It's getting a little heavy around here, carrying these things around. Resist Sleep, a protection spell. I think I've just exceeded my weight limit. Yeah, 708 of 675. We're going to have to do something about that. My guess is I'll probably just drop these spell books off at the next level. I hear water falling on coins. That's what that sound was. And then, you know, if we want to sell them or polymorph them or whatever we want to do, we can always just come back. Oh, snake! Woo! That was a tough one. I'm not drinking his blood either. Sapphire Ring has some potential to be a ring of slow digestion, and for that reason I'm going to come down here. I'm going to unload... Whoop! I'm going to unload my spell books because they're really heavy. They're 50 each. Okay. That'll work. And that'll get me unencumbered. And I'm going to read my Identify scroll. And sometimes it will identify everything. Not this time. Let's identify that ring. Ring of free action. Well, you know, that's not great. There's nothing great about it. I'm going to take that ring of increased damage off because it does, wearing any ring does add to your hunger. Hunger is my enemy right now. We got anything else going on in this run that's any good? I do have one more scroll of Identify. So I could identify the other scrolls that I have or the potion I'm carrying around. Not terribly interested in either of those things right now, so I'm going to hold on to that. So where are we at? We're in dungeon level 10. Things are about to start getting a lot more interesting, I'm afraid. Ooh, what's this? Velox Neb and a Puce potion. I am about ready to find a shop where I can start identifying some of these things, though. With 1,000 Zork mids in my purse and some spell books to sell. Ooh, 200 gold pieces I pick up at one time there. Big dark room. It wouldn't be hard to think that I could just pay a shopkeeper to identify a bunch of stuff, which, you know, can always go back upstairs if I get, like, in a satiated state where I'm not worried about another scroll of Identify, where I'm not worried about my hunger so much. You just run back upstairs, go see the shopkeepers, and get some identifying done. Let them clear me out of all my Zork mids. I don't like these. Uh-oh. There it is. Now I'm going to step upstairs. For anybody who hasn't seen Sokoban yet, I'm not doing Sokoban right now. That is a run ender for me half the time. Not until I have, say... And I know there could be an Amulet of Reflection up there, which would be big. Oh boy, there's a ring. I'm interested in the ring. Coming up here as a doppelganger, you know, there's a lot of great ways to cheat, but no, this is something you'd have to do 100% legit without other ways to cheat, or unless you're not worried about ruining your luck. Let's say I had a luck stone and I knew I had a luck stone. I might leave the luck stone somewhere else, come through here, break. But that's beside the point. I'm going to check out the ring. But anyway, for anybody who hasn't seen Sokoban before, these boulders can get trapped in a corner or trapped up against each other if you can't get between them. Your goal is to reach the up staircase. And so each level is a puzzle of how you move these boulders around and then drop them in the little holes there. Because if you fall into those holes, then there's a draft of air that sucks you down to the next lower level of Sokoban. So you have to fill all those holes. So the goal here, let me pull up my map and we'll think about it. This is not real camera friendly, but I might change my recording software around a little bit. I could maybe zoom in on this part of the screen, and then we could play it in 2D. This is the only downside that I can think of to playing this game using the Vulture's Claw 3D interface, is that it's hard to see how to move these boulders. So I always pull up my map and do it this way. So I'm standing here, and you have to look at these boulders and say, well, maybe if I step between these boulders and move this boulder over here, and then come up here, come around, and I push this boulder down about this far, and then walk around this way. See, there's bars here. So now, wait a minute. Nope, we know we have to start over here, dropping boulders into the holes. So now it's a matter of, if we push this boulder this far, we got to make sure we can squeeze around it and drop it in like so. And then the next boulder the same, and then how you're going to pull these boulders down and get around them and drop them in the holes and all this to get to the up staircase. 4 levels of Sokoban, and each one is progressively more difficult. I want to grab this ring real quick, and let's go back downstairs, because every move you make on Sokoban goes against a timer. Monsters start spawning in if you spend too long solving the puzzle. Sokoban, really interesting, really difficult. Might be a thing to do next episode. First, let's see what this ring is. Ring, ring, ring. 2 scrolls of identify. And I want to identify the pearl ring. Please be slow digestion. Gain dexterity. Dang. Alright, well that's it. I'm going to wrap it up right here, guys. We made it from dungeon level 4 to dungeon level 10. We found Sokoban, or the staircase to Sokoban. Just passed up the Oracle level. It's going to be decision time. Do we do Sokoban, or do we go on down into the lower levels? I know that we're getting relatively close to, say, the entrance to Grun's. Oh, excuse me, the entrance to Grun's castle. Some other interesting things coming up in the lower levels. But like I said, solving Sokoban could be big. So I will be back in the next episode when I've reached a decision. And see you guys then.